New at 5:30, fighting the impact of inflation with tax cuts.
Governor Charlie Baker wants to see it happen. Our political analyst Jon Keller sat down with the governor moments after his tax cut plan got a mixed reception from lawmakers.
We can't just close our eyes and pretend that we're not competing with other states, because we are.
Governor Baker making his case for tax relief at a legislative hearing. Democrats in attendance applauded his cuts targeted at renters, seniors, and low-income families. But a deep cut in the tax rate on short-term capital gains like stock market winnings, not so much.
What people in my district are talking about is how Wall Street is going through the roof and breaking records, and yet our food bank lines are going around the block.
Sounds like for him and others who sounded that same note, your capital gains tax cut is DOA.
We'll see.
Baker argues that class warfare-style politics shouldn't apply to our sky-high capital gains tax that bites well beyond the 1%.
That 12% short-term capital gains tax we have here in Massachusetts for thousands and thousands of people who just buy mutual funds and participate in sort of aggregated equity programs. Every time those things buy and sell on a short-term basis, they pay a tax on it.
And with the work-from-home boom brought on by the pandemic, even up at the State House, where several legislators heard his testimony today remotely, Baker claims we're at a crossroads when it comes to competing with lower tax states for investment and jobs.
If your Commonwealth is heavily dependent on tech companies and finance companies and medical companies and other what I would call innovation industries, where a lot of the folks who work for those can be almost anywhere, we need to take seriously this idea that our competitive position, our cost of housing, our cost of doing business, our tax policy, and all the rest will matter over time, and probably more than it has over the past decade.
John, you know Beacon Hill very well. Democrats have a majority in both chambers. Do you anticipate this shaping up to be as a battle this year between the governor and the legislature?
Now, well, Anna Rittis, we've come to know this governor picks his fights carefully, but I think we're going to see him push on this one, in part because of that referendum on the ballot in November that would slap a surtax on incomes over $1 million. Defeating that is going to be an uphill struggle. And when I asked the governor how hard he plans to fight it, he said this tax package is a higher priority. So I think you'll be hearing a lot more from him on this in the weeks and months ahead, Anna Rittis.
Well, it's helping seniors and it's helping low-income families. That's a lot of people. John, thank you so much.